Welcome to Daybreak, where ideas unite and creativity takes flight. Join us as we ascend to the forefront of innovation, where sparks of creativity illuminate the skies. Now, let's hand over the controls to your hosts Christel and Hendo as they dive into today's captivating discussions.
Hello.
Okie dokie. Happy Wednesday. How you doing?
Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Happy daybreak, everyone.
Happy Daybreak. Happy hump day.
Wednesday comes and I'm like, there's so many things. Happy Wednesday. Happy
There's
hump
a lot
day.
to do. There's
happy
a lot
daybreak.
to do. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you. Getting over a family illness. It seems like a lot of people are sick right now. I'm at the end of it, but then of course my son and partner caught it, but I'm good. I'm in good spirits. As you know, we'll talk a little bit more, but I'm in X jail right now. But how are you? How are you?
How are you? I'm good. I'm good. I've had a busy few days. Had some good stuff, good productive work off platform, which has been fun, and made lots of new friends this week as well. So yeah, it's been cool. I'm good.
Cool. We got our first chat already, and this is a new person for me. Do you know CM?
I do not know CM.
With some dollar bills in the
that's a cool
username. I love it. Hello, great to see you.
Good to see you. Well, thank you for joining Daybreak. Hope you stick around to the end. We'll try and make it entertaining as best we can.
Yeah, you all say hi in the chat if you can. We'd love to see who's here. That's how we know who's here, is the chat. And you might have noticed that we're not streaming on my X account today, so we're just on Hendo's X account, but we are streaming to the video site and the job site. We are multi-streaming here today, so very exciting. We have Josh here.
Hey, Josh.
Hi, Josh. Josh is so cool. And he's got a really cool family.
He does. And they do cool stuff, don't they? They do fishing, they do sports, they do adventuring, they do stage performances. There's a lot going on in that family.
Says, no, you are cool. No, you are. We can go back and forth. No, you are. Oh, look who else is here. Holly Berry.
Will there be a Q&A today? If you want there to be a Q&A.
Okay, but wait, let's talk about Holly Berry. Because she's amazing. And she came to our meetup yesterday. We got to see her on video. That was really nice. Okay, now let's get to CM.
Okay.
Will there be a Q&A today?
Absolutely.
Ask any questions. We are here to answer your questions. So yeah, we love the Q&A. Hi, Dennis.
How are you?
So good to see you.
Good people in the conversation. Yeah. Q&A. Let's do Q&A. What are we going to Q&A?
Well, basically, this entire episode is going to kind of be Q&A. So every now and then, we don't have a spotlight creator guest. Instead, we open up the show to our friends of Daybreak. So we do have some friends joining us. We already have some friends backstage. We're going to bring them on very soon.
Two cool guests. Yeah. And they haven't been on the same show as well, which is good.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Different episodes. So it's almost like episode 15 and episode 13 colliding together.
Yeah. Oh, you're good. You remember the episode numbers with the guests. I love that. Oh, you made it. I think it's pretty close, though. I actually think that's about right.
Yeah, because we had Gila was last week.
Yep, and then we had Josh before that, and then we had Ionup before that, and then we had Green Man. So you're actually right on point. This is episode 17. Thank you all so much for joining us.
Thanks for putting up with us for this long.
I know, it's pretty cool. And again, please say hi in the chat so that we know you're here. And I love that you all are saying hi to each other in the chat. This is really cool. This is our video live stream, and it's really for you all. It's for the community. It's for the X community, and we're also building on other platforms as well. But yeah, we've been doing this now for 17 weeks. Have we missed any weeks of Daybreak?
Well, we did a pilot, and we did
but I don't think we've missed any weeks, have we?
Not sure. My dog is doing this thing every time I
ask Hen Dog.
Comes here. He just starts to annoy me every time.
Maybe he hears my voice. I do tend to attract the dogs with my
Doctor-
voice. Ha 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 ha.
Dr. Doolittle with like creatures, different creatures from around the world.
But yeah,
Yeah.
let us know if it's your first time tuning in. We'd love to know that. We're doing this show every Wednesday, 12 p.m. Eastern. Right now, we're multi-streaming, and this is our show, Daybreak, all about X creators, news, AI updates, and then, yeah, we bring our friends on. So we have the Friends of Daybreak group, which you all are invited to be a part of. Just reach out to us in the DMs. Don't DM me because I won't see it. Oh my goodness.
There's the dog.
It's Hen Dog. Say hi to Hen Dog, everyone. What a cutie. We love Hen Dog. Oh, we got Hen Dog and the banana. This is good.
So we're keeping it
Josh
on
says,
brand, people.
roof, roof.
Keeping
Wait a
it on
second.
brand.
I thought this was spelled woof, woof. That's funny. I've never
Yeah, I
seen
think it's sort of different cultures. It's
different area codes, and different
Yeah.
cultures have different ways of saying. It's so funny because my son right now, I feel like he's doing a better job at the animal sounds versus the animal names. Like if you point to an animal, he's going to give you the sounds, which is really cute. Holly Berry comes from the woof woof culture. Look, we're open to everybody, okay?
Yeah. Whatever way you want to make your dog sound.
Whatever way you want your dog to sound. Roof roof, woof woof, rough rough. Oh, that's a good one. Rough rough. We love
what
it.
about bark bark? We're kind
Bark
of
bark.
Yeah, we're a bark bark family.
We're gonna spend the rest of the show just doing
just dog noises,
animal noises,
animal creatures, animal noises.
Yeah, I was showing him a frog, and he was like, "Ribbit, ribbit." I was like, "Oh, that's really good. You know what a frog sounds like."
So listen, tell us why you're not broadcasting from your X account. What happened?
Well, that's a great question. I got a notice the other day. I think it was Monday morning. I went to go log into my X account, and I got a message saying there has been suspicious activity on your account, and we need you to update your password or reset your password. So I was like, okay, cool. I can reset my password. So I went to go do that, and then I know, it'll have you verified. Like, okay, we're going to send a code to this email or phone number. Well, the email that it has is an email that I no longer have access to. So there's no way for me to go into the email to actually get the code to reset my password. So I reached, yeah,
that
go
was
ahead.
it. Was that the account that you set your X up with?
Yeah, I didn't even realize that because both of the accounts that I have I've had them much longer than I've actually been using X. Like I signed up for Twitter or X a long time ago, but didn't become active until about a year ago. So I didn't even realize that the email that I used to sign up for this account, the Christel account, is an old email. So that's the first lesson, people.
Yeah.
Make sure that your two-step verification and authentication have an updated email. This has also happened with me with phone numbers. So I recently changed my phone number, and then I've had issues getting into certain platforms or sites because they want me to verify with the phone number. So this is it's something I've run into before. If you change your email, you change your phone number, please make sure you are going in and updating it because this has happened multiple times. I should have learned my lesson. I've reached out to them. When I reached out on Monday, they responded right away and they gave me instructions for how to go in and fix it.
Cool.
It didn't work. So I responded back and I haven't heard anything. So I've sent like 3 messages. Yeah, so that's what's going on. I'm in X admin jail, I'm calling it. So it's not like North Star. It's not like North Star prison, we'll call that, where he actually did something and they're like, no, bad. Mine is X admin jail because I need to change my email address. Womp, womp, womp.
The moral of the story being?
So it's funny because I've been walking around like, this is such a good way to prove what I've been saying. I've told this story before about how I had a whole Substack account. I started my first ever newsletter on Substack a couple years ago. I did 6 newsletters and then randomly got kicked off of Substack. So I have been preaching about the importance of building your email list and getting contact information from your community, from your audience, so that you can stay in touch off platform. And I'm so glad that I did that or I've been doing that. Oh, look, Barry said it's his first time here.
Hey, Barry,
So
how's it
good
going?
to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, and if you guys have any questions or anything, this is going to be a little bit of a looser show because, again, we don't have a spotlight guest, but we are bringing our friends on. We already
We've
have
got
a
two
couple.
pretty cool guests, though.
We've got 3 cool guests. I just looked in the backstage because we've got a 2-for-1 here special. So really, really excited about this. But yes, you all, the lesson is please build that email list, okay? Get in touch with people. You never know what's going to happen to your account, to somebody else's account. We've got Danny, who's in Brazil. We haven't seen her, but I've been able to connect with her on WhatsApp because I have her over there. When I realized my account was locked, I had to reach out to Hendo on WhatsApp and a couple of other people. And I've been communicating, of course, through email as well. But yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Got a good question, AI related. What's the best way to get good at prompting? I'm completely lost on where to start.
Knife and dagger. So good to see you.
Okay. Well, what do you want to create? What are you trying to do? What are you thinking? That's
best
it. Best
way to get good at prompting. Well, I have a little framework that I use. I don't always use it, but I like to teach it anytime somebody wants some help with prompting. So I use a framework called RISE, and it's the R stands for role. Are we still doing roles? Like give it a role, right? Give it the role, give it the persona. Again, I don't use this every time, but this is a good place to start. So you always want to give a role. You are a digital marketing expert.
This question was related to art, not ChatGPT.
Oh, art. Yeah, never mind. I can't tell you. I can't help you with that. But so maybe somebody wants to know RISE. So I'm just going to finish it really quickly. So it's RISE. R is for role. So what's the role? I'll go quickly since it's not pertaining to art. I would be the instruction. So what is it that you want to create? I want to create an article, or I want to create something like that. S is specific. So that's where you can break down the details. And then E is example. So give it an example if you already have an article you've created. Or E can also be extension. So what other information would you like me to include here? So you actually have ChatGPT let you know what else is needed. So that's what I use for prompting, but I do not do much with art. That would be a better question for Hendo.
It depends really what you want to do, because there's so many different opportunities and styles, directions, all the different ways you can go with it. One of the really good platforms to check out is Ideogram, because one of those on the platform, you can look at other people's art, and when you can see the pictures on there, it shows you the prompts that go with those as well. But a lot of the prompts that are put onto Ideogram, they're actually enhanced, so that if you write a prompt on there, for example, dog with banana, the website will enhance it. So it will develop it in a way that sort of makes it sound a little bit richer, and then helps the image as well. Because when you put out a pretty rubbish prompt, you don't get the best results. Whereas with this platform, it gives it a little bit more of an enhancement, or betters it a little bit, and it looks really cool. So any of the content that's on the site looks really good, and then you can go through other people's content that's on the site. It's all public available, unless obviously it's private content where people can keep it to themselves. But the public stuff is easy to access, and you can see what other people are doing. I hope that's helpful.
That's a really good tip. I love Ideogram, and it's IDEO, IDEO.
I'll put a message up for it. Yeah, just DM me.
Awesome.
If you DM me. Yeah, do you want to? What was the RISE thing again? Explain just what were the terminologies. I'm going to put that on a ticker.
Sure. So it's R is for role, role or persona. I is for instructions, so very basic instructions. S is for specifics or step by step. And then E is for either example. You can upload an example or give an example, or sometimes I use the extension, which is what other information do you need? I also wanted to share that if you're using Dolly, and so one of the things that I do with Dolly is I will do a very simple prompt, and then Dolly will give you the full prompt. So what I'll do is I'll take that full prompt and I'll go put that into Ideogram. So that's how I use the two together. I get the full prompt from Dolly, and then I go put it into ideogram. Okay, I know we have another question, but I want to pause on that right now because we're about 15 minutes in, and I'd love to bring our guests in, if that's cool. We can check in with them, and then we'll get to any other questions that you all have and comments. Sound good?
Do it.
Sound good. Okay.
I'm talking stuff.
I know, I can tell. It's good. It's good. All right, you all. So let's see, which transition should we do? We'll do the creator spotlight because we've got a couple
You got it.
creators. All right, see you all in just a second.
You're watching Daybreak, and it's time for the X Creator Spotlight. We're about to showcase one of X's creators. Christel and Hendo are ready to dive into their world and uncover what makes them a standout star. Let's meet today's X talent.
Whoa!
I love it.
Wow.
Look who it is, people.
Wow.
What's going on?
I
How's
love
it going?
it. We've got Green Man here with the wind blower. Hopefully, got himself together real quick.
That's only
Then
going to
we
get.
have
Yeah, I got it right here. I'm ready.
I love it.
I brought
I
I
someone
got you,
else.
man. These things fog up and I can't see nothing.
We meet again.
Hello there, Kaden. Hello. So
I have
good to
some
see
good
you.
news.
You have good news. What's your good news? And
My
hi,
Nana
Josh.
is cancer free.
You're what?
My Nana is cancer free.
Oh,
That
that's
is-
great news.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That is wonderful news. Did you all catch that? I hope you did. Kaden just shared with us live on Daybreak that his Nana is cancer free. And that's amazing news, Kaden. Thank you so much for sharing that.
It was good.
Yay.
Yeah, we got told a little while ago she got her last checkup and she went from stage 3 all the way down to being cancer free. So
Oh
it's
my gosh. God
absolutely
is
a blessing.
good. That's amazing. I'm so
Yeah.
happy to hear that. How long has she had cancer?
For over a year, like when they found it.
Wow.
So it
Good.
was building up for a bit, and so we just grinded it out. We got her off the sugar, got her moving, doing proper meditations to already say, hey, the cancer's already been beaten. And with her
Wow.
positivity and drive, it's been a blessing. I love it. Yeah, it's been fun.
That's amazing. And
Great.
is this your mother, Josh?
This is my mother,
Or your
yeah,
wife,
and she's
okay.
watching right now, honestly.
Oh my goodness.
Amazing. Good.
Hi, Mom.
Hey,
Oh,
Mom.
we saw her in a space the other day, right?
Yeah. I had no
I
idea
love
she was
it.
actually in there until she's
Oh,
like,
you
hey,
didn't?
I'm listening. And I'm like, oh, no. Like, did I say anything wrong? She's like, no, you're fine. So it was
That's
good.
amazing. Hi, John. So good to see you. Yeah, Barry says, praise God. Green Man, how you been? Say hi
I'm
to
good.
Kaden.
I'm really
He's
good.
our
Hey, Caden, how you
Hi,
doing?
Green. Fist
Nice
bump.
to see you.
fist
Fist
pump.
bump.
He's
Which is it going? That way? That way?
everyone fist pump. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Green
Cool.
Man's fist pump had like a light to it. It was like a glowing
Yeah,
fist
man.
pump.
Green
Green Man,
Man,
what's
you-
been
Yeah.
going on?
Oh, it's been going good. I've been working on this new series, this mind glitch series that I'm doing, and just other stuff. Yeah, it's been all right. Been really busy. I had my merch
You
store
got-
open like 10-15 days ago, so it's just
Yeah,
all
well
go.
done. How's that going? That's cool. Really cool
Yeah,
to
it's
see
really
that.
well. It's really well. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing like limited edition runs for like 1 month at a time, just for like so people have some exclusivity kind of thing,
Yeah.
and numbering them. But yeah, people really like it. It's going quite well. So the kids get to eat this month, so it's all good.
That's good. We really
Yeah.
want the kids to eat. We
Yeah,
want
feed
the
the
kids
greenies.
to
The greenies need feeding.
feed the greenies.
Exactly.
Otherwise they'll be
They get to have
angry,
hot food again
hangry.
next month, so it's all good.
All the green eggs and ham.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. Although the green ham is probably off, so we'll stick to regular pink ham.
Have you done another video with your mini greenie, your daughter?
No, not again, not yet. No, she's obviously back in school now and stuff. So, but yeah, she loved it, so she's into it. Now she wants me to order her all the clothes as well. She goes, I want all of these things, and you have to have a kids range. So I have a kids range just because she wanted a kids range, and then I had one of my good friends, B Trader. His kids like love my videos. So I was like, yeah, I'll give them a shout out and do like a little kids range. But now I have to buy them all my own stuff for my kids.
I love that. I love that.
I
So
like the one with the pattern with the sort of graffiti
Yeah.
text in it. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, so that was actually everything that I use for the designs. I use Grok for all of it. So Grok actually designed that for me. So he designed the graffiti wall, and then I took that, and then he designed the Green Man, the second edition Green Man font, and I used that as well. And I just use that. It's amazing, right? So I just kind of instead of having to go out and find something myself, I just kind of made my own thing. So it's not like a generic thing that everybody has. It's just obviously a Grok
cool,
creation.
man. Yeah, it's looking good. You've had lots of content out as well over the last few weeks. You're busy.
Yeah, I'm trying to ramp it up. I mean, I'm trying to go back to a video a day at least. I want to get it up to 2 a day. I might do like a short. I'm thinking about doing something.
Gosh, that's
like
amazing. That's a lot of
10,
work.
15. Yeah, it is, but it's fun, you know. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a little 10-15 second short kind of thing, as well as my daily video. But yeah, it's just so many ideas like at the same time, and you just kind of have to, you know what I mean? I have to really
focus,
organize them. You know,
Very cool.
How you doing, Caden? What's going on? I see you got your green T-shirt on today.
Yeah, what's new with you, Caden?
What did we do today in math?
Oh, we learned about compound interest.
Ooh.
And my favorite thing in there was microcents.
Microcent. Look, you're too smart for me. What is microcents?
So you have your 10th cents, your 100th cents, and then the microcents are the numbers that come after that. So
I love it.
Plus microcents is higher than 5 or higher, you round up and that number becomes a 0. So let's say you had 65 cents and 7 microcents, then it would become 66 cents and 0 microcents.
Wow, I love it.
Good
That's
work.
really good.
Real world versus crypto. So we're trying to like go, this is the
really?
real world. And then, but in crypto world, there's a lot of other senses that you can then.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good one.
That's
Amazing.
super cool.
And
well, why don't we? Yeah, go ahead.
And I'm also kind of creating another game. It's in
You
the works.
are.
Yeah, he's developing on Cursor now. So instead
I was going to ask, what is he using? So he's using Cursor. Cursor's all the rage. Yeah. Josh, you want to tell the people about Cursor? This is another amazing AI tool that's a lot of people are using. So what is Cursor?
Yeah, so Cursor helps us from going, like we asked ChatGPT to give us like a coding for a game, and then we put it into Cursor and it runs it so that it will be able to code it in a way so that you can be able to see if there's any errors. If there's, I'm pretty new at this still, going by number, but as we know is that when you have an error and then it will tell you where the error is. And then from there, we take it onto like a notepad, and then you can run that notepad and it can develop the game for you. And that's where we're at right now.
That's so cool. Hendo, you created your chess game, right?
Chess game, yeah. I was watching Alex Finn's tutorial, and that was the last time I played with it. It's like, yeah, I can do Cursor, and then it's so busy.
It's like you prove to yourself you can do it. And
I made a chess app. That's it. I've moved on now. Whatever. No, I'm going back to it. I've got plans to make stuff, but it's the same as what Green Man was saying. There's always so many ideas, so many different things. You really have to narrow it down, and then you've got client work on top of it. So it's kind of like, yeah, okay, clients, I've got some stuff I want to do here on X, and I want to build some stuff. So come on, give me a break.
Another tool I've been hearing about a lot. I don't know if any of you all. I haven't tried it yet, but Notebook LM, right? North Star has been talking about this. Have you heard of this, Green Man? Or Caden?
I haven't. No, I still just use the basics, you know.
Me too. But because of this amazing community, I get to get kept up to date. Hendo, what's
Notebook LM is amazing. Notebook LM.
I did actually want to because when I was backstage, I heard you talking to a guy about prompts for the arts, and he was asking about art.
Yeah, please jump in. Yeah.
I just wanted to say it actually really helps if you want uniformity across, let's say you're creating I don't know, a comic book or something like that, and you want uniformity. At the end of your prompt, always put in the camera type, the lens type that you want it to use. Like get really, really specific with it. And then you'll find or like a color palette that you want to do, and then version 6 or whichever version you use, and the prompt itself, you'll find that whatever prompts you put in, it'll give you more of a uniformity to your creations, right? So instead of putting make me a picture of a dog with a sepia background, you'd put make me a picture of a dog, the whole prompt, and then at the end put shot with a Canon camera, a DSLR, this lens type. Basically go as deep as you want with what you're shooting it with, where the camera angle is and stuff like that. And then you could, have one picture of a dog, another one of a cat, another one of this, and it will all kind of look uniform because you're using the same camera type, the same background, the same thing to shoot it with. So it's a really good one for artists as well if you want to have something more uniform across what you're doing.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you for sharing that. If anybody in the chat wants to ask Josh or Greenman any questions, please just pop your questions in the comments and we'll answer them while we're all live here. We're going to be on for another sort of 15 or so minutes. We've still got a little game to play before the end of the show. So if you're still there in the comments, let us know. Otherwise, we'll just keep doing our thing.
Let's roll.
You're on mute.
I just realized that.
That's good.
Josh or Caden, are either of you using AI to generate art? By the way, Green Man, that was an amazing tip. Like using the camera angles and the type of camera. That's really cool.
It really helps. I mean, and if you're using Midjourney, I really suggest going onto their Discord and then just look at other people's prompts that they're using. Because a lot of people, I mean, I have Midjourney, but I have it on my own server in Discord because I don't want to just have it with everybody else's. But I'll go into the Midjourney server and I'll look at other people's prompts and just to see what they're doing and what kind of creations they have.
That's
and
a great idea.
It's much easier to learn that way than I think to try to do tutorials and stuff, because you can just go look at other people's prompts and see what their creations look like. And if you go, oh, this looks really nice, and just take the end of their prompt with, the camera types and whatever else, and then just use that kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Yeah, Caden.
I actually have also used AI art. So I play D&D with ChatGPT. And I asked for a picture of the adventure when I was done, and I got a pretty good picture.
That's really cool.
What's another tip that you use for pictures?
So you give it a picture, and then it gives you the prompt for it.
Yeah.
I love that, Caden. So often people forget that you can upload images, documents into ChatGPT. That's a really good one. I love it.
He was asking me the one day, he's like, how do I get a prompt or how do I tell ChatGPT that I want a picture of this, but with his shirt green or something? I can't remember what it was exactly, and I was like, well, why don't you just put the picture in it and then it will give you the description? And he went ahead and did that, and it was like, oh, okay. But to him, it was like, oh, all right, next thing. So
I love it. So cool.
That's a good way to get like a parody picture of somebody as well. If you want to just change somebody's, let's say you take a profile, you want to make a parody, you take it, put it into Midjourney, ask it to describe the picture, and then take the description and put that in as the next prompt, and it will give you something that's similar but not the same, but you can tell that it's kind of like a parody of it.
Wow. I like that.
That's really good. That's so really good. Asking ChatGPT or Midjourney or whatever tool that you're using, describe this image, and then copy and pasting that into the actual prompt.
That's so smart.
So good. So good. All right, you all. We have a couple of questions in the chat. People have some business marketing questions here. We have Peter, and Peter is asking, what's the difference between marketing and sales? I know that Peter knows the answer to this question, but he must want our audience to know the answer. So anybody want to take a stab at this? What is the difference? I have an answer I'll share, but I want to see if anybody.
Marketing is the judge and sales is the closers.
Ooh, okay. Marketing is the judge, sales is the closer. Yeah, Caden, what do you think?
So, marketing is when you do the ad and stuff for some games, and let's say you make a hot sauce brand. Marketing is when you market it, like, ooh, there's a lot of ads. Sales, on the other hand, is how much people are buying it.
I love it.
Good.
I love it. Kaden, question for you. Can you have a business without sales?
I mean, probably not. You would need
Probably
money
not.
to get more stuff to make your hot sauce. So
To
if
make
you
more
don't
hot.
have
Do you like
sales-
hot sauce, Kaden?
My dad likes hot sauce. I
Yeah.
Even like hot sauce.
mild.
I use it so that they don't eat it.
Yeah, that's the best trick.
That's
That's it.
I-
hilarious.
A
Nose don't
tolerance
fit your dinner.
though. So you might need to pick up the heat.
I love it. So I heard an amazing analogy the other day from Justin Results French, who, by the way, is our Daybreak sponsor. Justin's amazing. He has a really awesome masterclass. Josh, I think you're a part of it. I'd love
Absolutely
you to
love
tell us a little bit about it. But Justin and I have been hosting some sales spaces. So we did one last week. I think we're going to do another one on Friday if I can get my account in order. But the last time we did this on Friday, it was social selling. And he said this analogy, and I'll never forget it. He said, marketing is getting the horse to the water, and then sales is getting the horse to actually drink the water. And I just have you heard that expression, Kaden? I'm sure you all have heard it, right? Like
Probably
you can
not.
no, okay. So it's
And-
it's what we call an analogy. It's not an exact reference, but basically
And then-
marketing is the persuasion, the convincing, like you said, Kaden, the advertising, communication about the product or the service. But if you don't get the horse to actually drink the water, then there's no sale, right? So I thought that
Marketing
was
is bringing the horse to water. Sales is getting the horse to drink water, and then after sales is telling the horse that it needs more water.
Exactly.
Come back
It's
from
got,
the water.
it's got to keep drinking the water. And one thing we talked about in the space
Love
is that a lot of people have a psychological, emotional, negative connotation with sales. And so we spoke about how if you're not happy with your water, just keeping with this analogy, if you don't feel like you've got good, pure, clean water, then you're probably not going to want to market it. So a lot of times it comes down to really believing in our product, believing in ourselves. One thing that Justin said over and over, you are the product. You are selling yourself. So we've got to get over this, fear of selling. If you don't sell, you don't have sales, you don't have a business.
I think one of the good ways to look at it as well is you're always selling. Like if you're trying to make a connection with somebody, if you're talking to somebody,
Yeah.
you're selling your ideas, yourself, your personality, your whatever it is. It's everything. If you look at it like that, all sales is a conversation with somebody else, and you're putting across your ideas of something that you believe in. I mean, good sales, right? I mean, we're not talking about the rip-off people, but
That's
if
why
it's
I
a product,
say that the water is important.
Snake
If you
oil.
got dirty
Right, exactly.
water, snake oil, then please
Yeah,
don't leave
exactly.
that horse there.
but if you're
Look, I just
enthusiastic and you
noticed-
believe in something, it's like convincing your best friend that, listen, you need to listen to this band. This band is amazing, right? That's
Exactly.
sales.
That's the
you're-
marketing, right?
Oh yeah, and actually getting them to listen to the CD is the sales part. But it's
And
all
to buy the
Yeah,
next
if you-
one from you when you're selling it.
yeah.
And I
I
find it's
love
always
that.
harder to market yourself, honestly. Like doing like a bio video of yourself or anything about yourself. It's hard to talk about yourself in front of somebody, but in a casual conversation, it's like, no big deal.
Well, that's why I recommend having a partner and partners, people to work with, because it's much easier for me to promote Hendo or promote Josh or promote Green Man or Justin than it is, to promote myself. I love it. Okay, you all, a couple of things. Dan Roeder is here, so I'd love to bring him on. We have another friend. So Dan, assuming you're ready, I'm going to go ahead and bring you on. And then, hi, Dan. How are you? Thanks for being such a
Doing
good
well.
friend of the show.
Hello. Always good to be here.
Anything you want to add to the conversation so far? And then we'll go to this next question from CM.
Yeah, well, I concur that marketing yourself is one of the hardest thing. I also agree with what you just said about having other people do it. So that's why you just, focus on relational capacity and building relationships. and building authentic relationships, so that people really have your back because they care about you, you care about them. And just 100%
Absolutely.
agree.
So much of sales is the relationship building. But Peter, let us know how we did. Let us know how we did in the chat. Did we answer the question well? What do you want to add?
He was testing us.
He was testing us. I love it.
Yeah.
Peter told me yesterday, he heard me in a space on my burner account. And he was like, I like this new Christel. I was like, I don't know what. I still want to know, what is the new Christel he's talking about? It's good.
Just a different vibe. A different PFP creates a different vibe.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a burner. Get a burner, people.
Everyone needs a burner. I got 2 phones. We're not singing that. I gave my life to Jesus. We're not singing that song. All right. Let's get to this question. This is an interesting one. If you were to start today and want to make your first $1 quick, what would you do?
What, like legally or?
Yeah.
Listen, this is
it's 12 o'clock. All right. Yeah,
we got a kid here.
It depends on what your starting point is, I suppose. Right? It depends on what you. Sorry. So if you were starting off, let's say, with 0 and you just wanted to make your first $1, I would suggest seeing whatever you could probably sell on eBay, get yourself started up, take that money, and then move forward. But if you have, let's say, an amount of money that you're starting with and you want to use that, then that's a different approach, right? So I think it all just depends on what you want to do. There's so many different avenues. I think a lot of people try to do something outside of. Listen, we all have skills that we're not monetizing, right? Like, it doesn't matter what it is. It could just be talking. It could be the fact that you're really good at building D&D maps. It could be the fact that you're good at graphic design. You may play music, whatever it is. And we're not using those things. I have one guy that I was speaking to. He was asking me, like, what should I do for videos? I want to do video content. I want to have something for subscribers. And he couldn't think of anything. I was like, bro, you are immigrating to Greece next year, right? You could do a whole series on how to immigrate to another country, what you need to prepare. And then once you get there, it could be literally showing people this paradise that you've moved to. You literally have 1.5 years worth of content, and it didn't even occur to him. Look around, really think to yourself, or if you can't think, like what we were saying, you can't market yourself, ask one of your best friends, say, like, what are my skills that you think that I can monetize? They probably have answers for you that you wouldn't have even thought of, right?
That's great. Yeah, absolutely. And I love what you said there about the series. I highly recommend series. You don't have to commit yourself, to 6 months or indefinitely for something. You can say, look, I'm going to do 4 episodes or 6 episodes. Yeah. Kaden, what were you going to say? You have some advice for making some quick money, making a quick first $1?
It depends on what you're good at. If you're good at coding, become a game coder. You can make a quick $1 off of small little games. If you're a gamer, become a YouTuber. If you're good at keeping consistent, become a YouTuber. Basically, just become a YouTuber or a coder.
I love it. I love it.
Best option.
Only 2 professions.
Those are his best options. He's
I love it.
Yep.
Well, look, one time, now it depends on your skills, of course. It depends on what resources you have access to. But one of the quickest ways I ever made money, I love sharing this, and I don't think I've ever shared it online before. It's more of like an in-person thing. But years ago, I needed to make some quick money. Like, just in a couple weeks, I needed to make a few $100s. So what I did was I went to Craigslist. And the reason I was able to do this is because I did have access to someone with a truck. So if you don't have a truck, this is a little harder, but you can still do it, especially if you want to rent a truck for a day. So what we did was we went on Craigslist and we found free furniture, because people are always giving away free furniture. And especially if you look in like the really wealthy neighborhoods, they want to just replace their couch, replace their dining table, and they will get rid of furniture that is in excellent condition, and because they just want to get rid of it, right? They're not trying to sell it. They just want to get rid of it. And so what we would do is we'd flip it. So we'd spend a day. I had a garage at the time. We'd spend a day going around, and I focused on couches because those are always great, dining tables. We'd load it up and then sell all of it on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace. So That's one of my favorites.
Another good one for along the same line as that is if you go to charity shops in rich areas, you'll find clothes that are like probably expensive
Oh
clothes
yeah,
for cheap, and then you can do the same thing and flip them.
absolutely. My aunt found like a $200 hoodie at the local Goodwill, and she kept it for herself, but she could have easily, you know, flipped that and sold it. That's a good one. That's a good one. Any other advice for this question, and then we'll look at what else we have here.
I guess I would. Oh, go.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, Dan.
I was just going to
That's a
say
good one.
monetizing your knowledge, and that's what I'm starting to do right now. Like, kind of, I'm in that like just starting out phase for my own personal brand, and that's I think if there is something you don't have to have stock of, or you know maybe it's merch on demand, or what I'm doing is you know little books that are interactive. So I think as if you have something to share, just believe that there are people who don't know it yet or who want to learn it, and that's sometimes a psychological thing, to know that what you have is valuable.
Right.
I love that. And I do want to say, I'm not a huge fan of like the quick dollar. It can happen, and there are certain ways that you can do it. But if you want to make more dollars and more sustainable dollars that last over time, then definitely biggest way to do that is to continually grow an audience, grow a community of people that you can directly serve by monetizing your knowledge. Like we've talked about, this is the whole thing with edu creators, is being able to grow community and monetize our knowledge. And Hendo and I actually monetized our knowledge yesterday. I would say that was our first time monetizing our knowledge together. The first time we monetized together was by having a sponsor, Justin. But we've been building this video cohort. And so this is another way. This is not a quick way, okay? Because before we could get to this point where we were monetizing, we've been building our audience, we've been building our community. But over the last 4 weeks, we have been responding to our community saying that they want to learn more about video. So we started a video cohort. Starting cohorts, the first cohort I started was the founder program. Then the second one is this video cohort. I think cohorts are one of the best ways to monetize your knowledge because you're creating a very specific group about something that people want to learn and get support with. And so yesterday we had, and these are free cohorts, right? So this is turning content and value from free into paid. So we had a meetup yesterday that about 20 people came to, which was great attendance. And then we were actually able to make sales with our offer at the end of the free meetup, which is really cool. So high five, Hendo. Second time making money together. Good stuff. Go ahead, Green Man.
I will just say one thing as well. No matter what you decide to do, whether, you know, obviously making a quick buck isn't the one, but whatever you decide to do from the beginning, you need to think about scalability. Let's say, for example, we go for the, you know, you go around, you could very easily go around charity shops in rich areas, collect the expensive clothes and make a business out of that, right? But you only have so many hours in a day. So let's say at maximum you can make $100 an hour. You only have 24 hours and you have to sleep for 8 of them. So make sure that it's scalable. Whatever you're doing, make sure that, okay, I'll get to a certain point and then I'm going to bring on staff to go out to the charity shops and to find the things, so then I can focus my time on something else. Your time is what you want to save the most, not the amount of money that you make for the time that you have. You want your money to be made while you sleep, really. That's kind of what you want. So make sure whatever you're planning, you think in the future, how am I going to scale? Yeah, how am I going to scale this up? Right. And that's a very important thing. Because if if the company doesn't, or the business doesn't work without you there, then you're only ever going to have you're going to hit a ceiling, and that's all you'll ever make. You need to think about scalability and stuff like that as well.
For sure. Josh, it's so good to see you. Thank you for the compliment. I did want to say, Green Man, this is why I focus on community, because the more you're growing community, you always have people there. So if we do a workshop or a webinar, 25 to 50% of the people in attendance will be people that have been coming and been supporting you, so that you don't have to worry about new people showing up and no one's there, right? And many times when I am monetizing, selling services, products, I say 95% of the time it's coming from my community. So this is why I say, and this is not the quick route, it takes time. It takes building relationships person by person. But yeah, Josh says, I would like to make money in my sleep. Yeah, this is.
If I could just add something that I observed
please.
that was really amazing, what you and Hendo did yesterday, is you kept people saying yes. And I think that is one of the best qualities of sale is I have a free workshop. Yes. I'm going to teach you this thing you want to know. Yes. I'm going to continue higher learning. It's going to cost a little, but that's okay. Yes. And it
we
was
have
so
a
natural.
free GPT made by Hendo.
Right.
Please try it. Yes. Called the Brief Bot.
Right.
The Brief Bot. Yeah. I also think yesterday's free meetup and workshop went so well because we had people taking action the whole time. From the moment we started, we had people in the chat talking about the project they want to work on, and then we gave them tools to build on that project. And what I told Hendo is, we need to have it so that by the end of the workshop, they have something tangible, and now they want to work with us, because that's what our offer was, a 2-on-1. So you get me and Hendo for a session to help with the project. And I can't wait to actually write this entire method down, because this is something I've been wanting to learn how to do for years, how to turn a free workshop or webinar into sales, like getting paid sales from that. So it's really exciting. Also really helped doing it as a partnership. I've never done this before where it's a 2-on-1 thing. So yeah, thanks for that, Dan. There is one comment I saw here that I don't want to pass up, so I'm going to show it. We can comment on it, and then I think it's time to play some real or AI.
Let's do it.
All right.
We've also got another person backstage we're going to bring up as well.
Oh, so Justin's here. Yeah, let's bring
Justin up.
Yay!
Yeah.
Justin.
What's going on, guys? Happy Daybreak. Happy Daybreak.
How you doing, Justin?
Yeah, good. How you guys doing?
All good, thank you. Happy
Justin,
Wednesday.
were you here when I was sharing your amazing analogy for you can what is marketing and sales? You can bring the horse to water, that's the marketing, and then drinking the water is the sales. I love that.
Yeah,
that was so cool.
It's we're marketing and sales simplified around here, but yeah, I was just on another call. I just got done, so yeah, sorry I'm late, but
no, you're a boss. Bosses are on phone, on calls. I love it. All right, so let's read this comment, and would love to hear from you, Justin, and anyone else who wants to speak on this. So Rob says, I procrastinated on creating content from my art as well. I wasn't sure what I should produce. I let that uncertainty slow me down. Now I just put it out, not worried about perfection. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, man, I feel that hard. Yeah, I take maybe 2 or 3 procrastination showers a day. I call them procrastination showers. Because I'll be like, I don't really need one, but let me just get in and sit down and like just sit in the shower and have the hot water. But that's where I get all my best ideas, right? I love the phone. I've gone through like really 3 phones. I've gone through 3 phones in the past 2 months because I'll just take it into the shower and go, oh, I got an idea. And notes that. But like, yeah, I get it, man. But you're absolutely right. You just have to start. It doesn't even matter if you know what you're doing. Always, the thing with procrastination is, I think if you just set a timer, 5 minutes, and say, I'm going to do one thing for 5 minutes, even if I don't want to do it. You can do anything for 5 minutes, right?
Yep. That is
and then
a really
at the end
good
of the 5 minutes, yeah, at the end of the 5 minutes, you probably find that you want to carry on. It's just that initial getting over the hurdle of starting. Just take the first step. And that's an easy way to do it, because you can convince your brain to do anything for 5 minutes. So, and then at the end of that timer, if you don't feel like doing it, turn it off and stop.
And a lot of times, once you get started for the 5 minutes, then it's fine to keep going if it takes longer. Yeah. I love that. That's a really good tip.
You need to get over your own. Yeah.
That was a strategy I had actually teaching piano, because I found that I would tell my students, like, practice a half an hour a day or a week or whatever it was. And then they would come back to the next lesson. They haven't opened their book. So I said, all right, just do one thing for me. You have to promise, and promise it to your parents too. Every single day you pass the piano, just touch it. Just touch the piano. That's all you have to do. And you have to report that you touched the piano. And
I love it.
Without fail, they were like, I was like, well, what happened? Did you sit down? And they're like, yeah. And then I practiced for like an hour. So it was, yeah, you just have to commit to that low stakes practice.
Sometimes
and
for me, it's just
anything.
Open the computer. Just open the computer and log in. And then it's like, okay, just open the browser.
Yeah, and you can do it with anything. I do it. Same with me. I do it with guitar, right? I'll say I'm gonna play for 5 minutes, and then next thing you know, it's like 4 hours later, and my fingers are bleeding. I'm like, oh damn, I might need to eat something now. But yeah, it does work.
Yeah,
Justin.
progress over perfection is my motto. You guys have heard it quite a few times. It's on a shirt. Like, it's all about progress, right? And having some sort of reward system too, I think, is important, maybe. So and consistency, right? Like, just stick to it for 30 days. Like I always say 90 days, like 1 quarter, right? But if you can do 30 days consistency, that's the biggest challenge. But if you can, hit publish daily on the job site on X, you're well ahead of the game, and then just focus on engagement. So, and shout out to Green Man. That guy is like a legend, man. Good to see you, Green Man. It's awesome, man.
Good to see you too, bro. How you doing?
Yeah, doing great, man. Just living the life here. I got my 3 main buckets I'm focused on. I got 3 things, and yeah, it's exciting. So
that's cool.
Good to be here with you guys.
Yeah,
it's cool what you were saying, Justin, about just putting stuff out, because X is the perfect place for it, to test it as well. It's like, ask people what they think of it, and let's see what resonates with people. If you're trying to build an audience with your content, just see what they like. Ask them, because the majority of people on X are cool and they will respond. Where it's different on other platforms, there's a different mindset, and there's different feedback comes from people as well. I think the question was from Rob. Rob was drawing pictures with both of his hands at the same time the other day. Check out that guy.
Goodness.
It's phenomenal.
That's cool.
Pen and pencil sketches. The guy's a legend. Yeah, he's cool. Thanks for the question, Rob. Hope you're doing well, brother.
Yeah, and for like those who are out there, like, still trying to come up with their offer, really, like, it's real simple, right? Like, find out what they want, go and get it, and give it to them. Like, it's really that simple, right? So,
and this is why a community is important, right? Because your community will let you know. Like, I always test first with the community. We saw that there was a lot of excitement over the video cohort, so we kept going with it, and then turns out it was. Caden, I saw you sneak that hand up, so I'm going to pass you the mic. And then after we hear from you, we're going to get into real or AI.
I'm so sorry. I was just stretching.
You
listen,
you do not have to be sorry at all.
Hi, Caden. Good to see you, man. You're a legend. You're a legend, man. You showed up in the Be Real X Talks. You grabbed the mic. We're so proud of you, and you got a legend dad. So yeah, good to see you, man.
Showing you his muscles. I love it.
I love it. I love it.
I love that you're just stretching. That's practicing flexibility. And blessed are the flexible, for they won't get bent out of shape.
That's true. Blessed are the flexible.
Yep.
Caden, you ready to play some real or AI?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's. This isn't any other game I play.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good.
Let's go.
All right, you all. We will see you in just a moment for real or AI.
You're watching Daybreak, and it's time for Christel and Hendo to put your human skills to the test. Can you tell what's real and what's not? Let's see if you've got what it takes to play, real or AI.
Do you have what it takes?
Do you have what it takes?
So
good. We
It's
love
pretty
those transitions.
It's pretty easy. Hayden, you've got what it takes, don't you? Your dad's got what it takes.
I'm going to stand up for this.
You're going to stand up? All right.
He's going to stand up for this.
You ready?
I love it.
You're ready? Okay,
All
let's
right.
see what
Let's
okay,
do
people,
it.
let's do this.
And if you never played It's How It Sounds, please participate in the chat. Is the image that Hendo shows you, is it real, created by a human, or is it AI? Is this the first image here? Yes, I assume so.
This is the first image, yep.
All right, let's
Saturn
see.
in the distance? Or Saturn?
Yeah, that's...
All right, we've got a response. Joshua is saying real.
Real.
AI. I'll be the defector.
I'll say real.
I'll
say real.
I know what that is, so I'm gonna decline to answer.
Oh, look, Lucia's boys are playing too, and they say real.
Yeah, it's
Rob
real, people.
says real. All right, it's real.
So this was a photograph.
Hello.
It's a photograph that Andrew McCarthy took, and it was from the top of a volcano in Hawaii, and you can see Saturn behind the moon. How cool is that?
Wow.
Yeah.
That is
That's it.
really
I think
cool.
Green Man and
amazing.
myself are probably in the same sort of algorithm thread. I think the last time we played this, he recognized all the images as well. So let's see if we can trick him today.
And
All right.
where's RJ? RJ, are you
I
here?
was just thinking that.
We want to know how
RJ's
that
I think
streak is
RJ's
going.
building. RJ's building his app, so
He's
might
building. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's either building or he's on a walk. One of the
Well,
two.
Or that's just how he keeps his streak. He just doesn't come anymore.
Oh.
Just kidding. Just kidding. RJ, I love
Oh
you.
my goodness. I love it.
Okay, let's see what's going on here, people.
Ooh.
Okay.
We are on the
AI.
same algorithm.
AI. Because why do the street lamp? Why do those guardrails or why are they just bright when it's shine when it's cloudy?
Well,
Okay.
and the viscosity of the water does not seem correct.
Yeah.
The viscosity of the water. This is hilarious. Holly
Yeah,
says
let's say
AI.
We're getting a lot of
Boys
AI
say
today.
AI again.
This-
I was gonna say
Hmm.
real, but okay, now I feel like peer pressured. I'm gonna say AI.
Green Man, would you like to play?
I'm going with
I
real.
mean, I know I saw them make this, so but go ahead.
So I guess that means
It's
Probably.
real. This is a
it
painting.
is real. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
Alright.
Good heavens.
You saw at the
That's why
beginning
the
they had that
viscosity-
Oh,
thing
that's
to
a
do the lines in
painting?
the water.
That's even
Yeah.
cooler. Joshua says that is not evenly
Wow.
dispersed on the window. It's a little blurry in the mountain. But Hendo
Well, now we're
tricked
just
us. I love
Critiquing
it.
Yeah.
technique.
It's on.
I know.
You
Look at
tricked
that
us bad on
blurry
that one.
water drop.
Okay, I have no idea what's coming up next, so let's see what happens.
AI.
AI.
I'm going with it. Yeah.
The face
AI.
looks a little bit.
I'm
too
going with real.
The face.
Yeah, I'm
is
gonna go with
cartoonish.
real.
Face is cartoonish.
I don't know this.
Well,
so
hold
I'm
on.
gonna go
We've
with
got
AI.
we've got some contention, so let's clear this up. But it's not real. It's still a painting. Real means that it was created by a real human. It was not created by AI. So he did trick us with the painting, that Hendo,
That is
Cheeky.
tricky.
but good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Bamboozled
go
is a
AI.
good word, Hallie.
Joshua says real. Lucia says real. Holly says
Green
I
Man's
feel
getting close
bamboozled
up.
with the painting.
AI.
Yeah, no, that I'm gonna
AI.
go with AI. I can tell you why. I think it's. I haven't seen this one before, but his jacket is tucked into his pants, and look at the side of his tie as well. The thing's sticking out. I'd say it's AI.
He's just a little sloppy. I mean,
He is. He didn't
maybe he's late for school.
Holly says the hair is too voluminous. That's funny. Rob
Maybe
says
it's Maybelline.
AI.
Yeah, you see, you've all had.
maybe it's,
No. He was born with it. He was born with it.
He's worth it.
it
He
was the
worth it.
first GQ
You're
photograph.
correct. It's a mid-journey image.
Nice.
We're bringing the past
Nice.
to life. But yeah, I think
Nice.
Green Man got it with the shirt and the pants and it all going on in there. Yeah, we got to try and test people out, see what's
That's
going
really
on.
good, Hendo.
Not bad, eh?
Good stuff.
Okay.
Wow.
Couple more. What's this one?
Real.
I'm gonna go
I need
with
to. I need to
real.
get the face blower out. I can't see.
It's all right. Leave the volume on.
The face blower.
Don't mute it. No, you
Oh,
shouldn't
that's
mute.
funny.
Can't be.
Haven't had
muting.
one mishap with the mic yet today, so we're good.
You nearly blew your hat off earlier. That was quite fun.
I did,
That was
yeah.
great.
Damn, that's a hard one. I think I'm gonna go with AI for that one.
Yeah, AI.
Real.
Yeah.
It's a
I'm
tough
gonna
one,
say
though.
real.
I don't know about the
Real.
glare.
What
from the
is
sun.
it?
Might be real.
This one is AI. PJ
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, this
Dewey
is
got it right. Good job, Dewey.
Kling AI, the
That looks like,
Asian
now I see how it could have
image
been
generator.
right.
Mhm.
The sun is inside the mountain.
Well, that's kind of a lens flare, isn't it? When it sort of flashes like that, kind of
Mm.
blurs the edges a little bit. Unless the sun is inside the mountain.
Sharon
you
is
see this-
here. Hi, Sharon. So good to see you.
And this is why your prompts and the camera types you use is so important, because AI does have a certain, once you see enough of them, there's a certain feel to it.
Yeah.
You can kind of just tell, but like if you use all those like the camera prompts at the end, you can bypass that. But yeah, it's pretty good.
Super cool.
I think we've got one more for the people. Who's ready for it?
All right, we're
Katie,
ready.
ready? Let's go. Is that real or AI?
100% real. 100% real.
Definitely real.
AI.
Definitely
Listen.
real.
Yeah, taken from the space station last week when the boys were in orbit. How about that?
By you.
Yes.
By
By me.
Hendo.
That's
You know
awesome.
what though?
awesome.
Joshua Busby, who's here, one of our friends here, he sent me an image the other day that was a real image of X in the clouds, which was pretty cool.
Wow.
Pretty cool. Thanks everyone for playing. That was fun. So good to see you. Kaden, you want to introduce the people to your sister before we say farewell?
This is Olivia, everyone. She's shy. She's 9.
Hi, Olivia.
Hi,
Hi, Olivia.
Olivia.
What's up, Olivia?
I met Christine and Hendo on live once.
Yeah, we saw you
That's
before.
right.
Thanks for coming back. Good to see you.
You all are
again.
becoming regular friends of the show, and we love that.
Family friendly.
Thank you, everyone, for joining. Thank you, Green Man. Thank you, Dan. Thank you to our wonderful sponsor, Justin. Has an amazing masterclass and cohort that Josh is a part of. Really good stuff. Thank you all so much for joining.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
guys.
guys.
All right,
Yes,
let's say bye to
Have
our
an awesome
friends.
day, guys.
Hendo,
Thanks,
you want to
guys.
press the button?
To everyone who's watching, have a great day.
You
Thank
too, brother.
Bye,
See you
you
soon.
too.
Oh.
Joshua says, "So glad you're there as the dad in their life every day, bro." Yeah, it's
Thanks for joining us,
amazing.
Green Man. We see you soon, man.
Take care,
Bye,
guys. See
Green
you later.
Man. All right, good stuff.
Good
Let me
one.
cough
Enjoy
real
the
quick.
rest of your Wednesday. Thank you, everybody, for joining the show today. This was episode 17, I think it was.
It was
Something like
episode
that.
17, and that
Yeah.
means we are just 3 episodes away from episode 20, which is where we really go wild, because we heard that not many people make it to 20 episodes. So we're excited about that.
We're going to get really crazy then. Thanks, Christel. As always, good to hang
Also,
out with you.
quick plug. My X account is locked, but it is still active. So if you go to my pinned post, there's a link there to join our video cohort. We'd love to have you. It's growing. We're already at 60 people now, which is pretty cool. So if you want to join, we'd love to have you. You can learn with us how to live stream, create tutorials, create all kinds of videos. And then we have a nice support group to keep each other going as well. So that's in my pinned post. See you all. Thank you, Hendo. Great show.
See you later. Bye,
All right,
people.
see ya.
See you later.
Thanks for tuning in to Daybreak. We'll be back next Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss Christel and Hendo on their usual spaces, Creative AI Thursday and AI Friday. Remember X, you rock.